Okay, hey guys, this is Kitten, and, okay, before we get into this, I really want to quickly go and say, please, 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 go to the link I have in the description to go vote on what, pick a card readings you want to see, because I really do want to know what people actually want. So, please go to that link, please pick one of them, and just thank you, please do that. What I wanted to do for this pick a card reading, I really wanted to focus on the chaotic energy that's happening right now. Like, there is so much shit going on. Like, there was the eclipse, there was the retrograde, there's just so much happening right now. I wanted to, focus on that and see, I know everyone, literally everyone is having some kind of issue, right now, and I really wanted to help people with that, because I know, for me personally, shit is not going great in certain things. And I know it's different for everyone because specifically, everyone doesn't have the same astrology stuff. No one has the same chart. So it's gonna affect people differently. For me, for instance, my communication has been shit. And it's just because that's, affecting me in that way. So this is, of course, pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, this is a piece of lavender, if you can't see that. This is a shell, so chakra crystal pyramid, clear quartz, lavender, shell. I'm going to let you focus on which pile you want to do and give you a second. Okay. Oh, by the way, this pick a card reading is a little different because I actually have specific questions for each card. These cards were the question for what exactly is wrong and what exactly is happening to you in particular. So what I'm getting from this is that this is you experience maybe something in the past or recently, but in the past still, something that really, really upset you or disappointed you, which is affecting your mood. And because all of this shit's happening, I think that particular discomfort is coming back up, and it's getting particularly hard right now because of that, and because of the 5 million things that are happening right now. The High Priestess, again, I've said this many times, the High Priestess kind of indicates this secrecy that's happening, and this, spiritual, mystery, secretive type of message to it. It also, again, it's a very, very high energy card of intuition. This card particularly says, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. So that's, that card particularly is telling me that maybe you are just so, chaotic emotionally that you're somehow impatient and depressed, if that makes sense. Because the Four of Cups in reversed literally means like a self-imposed run. Like, you are not doing much of anything right now. And like, I don't think you particularly know why. You just don't have that energy to do anything. Like, this is the most basic thing I could really describe this card as is depression. But it's only coming up again because all this energy that's coming up now. So it's not like dire depression and emotions, but it's just because this time is bringing up all this raw emotions for people. So this could be an indication of you're feeling all this chaotic emotion, but you're keeping it secret from people and you're bottling it in, and you're like, because you're doing that, your energy is just kind of everywhere and you don't know what to do about it. 3 of Swords. I mean, even like with this card, when it's upright, great sadness. Take time to heal the need to forgive yourself or others. So it's reversed. So that's even more sadness and take more time to heal. But this another, like with these 3 cards in particular, a strong indication again is that you're not really moving forward at all. Like, you're in this paused state that you don't really know how to move forward. But this is encouraging you to move forward. But again, like, you don't really know what to do about it. So the Sun, however, kind of is this random card that says happy outcome, brilliant new ideas and that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. So this is literally like a message to you saying, like, it's going to be okay. You're going to get out of this situation. It's going to be fine. And have more confidence in your abilities, in your emotions, and in yourself in general. Sorry for that weird cut. I had to give my dog kisses. Anyway, where was I? Pretty much this card. But anyway, like, it's pretty much just saying for you to have the confidence. So pretty much you're in this like depressive standstill emotionally and just in general. I think you want to move forward, but again, it may not like be like, you may not have the energy, but maybe you don't have the confidence in yourself to move forward and to get out of this depressed, not doing much of anything state. But the second pile of cards, which each pile is pretty much your guidance out of that. So the ones you got was fertility, go outside, and inner wisdom. Don't really know why fertility's there, but we'll get to that. Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do, trust your inner wisdom, and take appropriate action without delay. Again, I think this is just indicating that you need to trust your intuition and trust your wisdom inside yourself. Be able to move forward that. Like, be comfortable with your own thoughts and your own intuition. Your intuition is not as bad or risky or chaotic as you think. And it's pretty much, these cards, Athena and the High Priestess, are literally saying, trust yourself and move forward with it. This one I do like because it's that classic kind of advice if you are in that depressed state, is to go outside. You have been indoors too long, go outside and get some fresh air. Literally self-explanatory. It's literally saying, like, just go outside and enjoy nature. Literally what it's saying. Literally self-explanatory. I know from experience that going outside doesn't sound that appealing at all. Really, not really, no. So, I know from experience that this is going to be harder than most people think. It is a lot harder to go outside. There's that fear of interacting with people and them judging you and all that, and it's not fun energy to deal with. Again, you have to remember, there is secluded areas in nature that you can probably go to, like a park that no one really goes to at all, that no one goes to. Like, that's another good spot you could go to, but you're still outside, but there's just no one there. Or if you really, really want to challenge yourself, I think, literally just going and doing errands, or going to see a friend. It could literally be anything. This will help you move forward and to get yourself out of that rut. I know, like, with cards like these, a lot of readers interpret that as, like, go out with friends, go clubbing, go to the bar, flirt, all that stuff, or go to nature. I'm not one of those people. I'm literally just saying, go out to places that you feel comfortable doing. It doesn't even have to be in nature. You can go to Target for all I know, and that would be helpful, as just as helpful as going to a forest. Like, if it's just errands, or you just want to go somewhere secluded, and, like, I know this is not exactly conventional, but you, like, if anything, if you don't want to go to nature, you don't want to meet people, what I think is very healing, at least in my experience, I mean, you are going outside for this, but just driving around. Like, literally getting in a car, driving around. Literally no destination, just drive around. Like, you're still outside, you're still doing something. You're not in your house doing nothing. So there's that, like, focus, I think, that people have when they drive that's very relaxing, and I think that would benefit you very well. It's the perfect time for you to start new projects, assess new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. It's literally just like saying it's okay to move forward. It's okay to have new experiences. It's okay to be new in certain areas of your life. And it's pretty much saying, like, that's okay, move forward with it. That's not going to, there's no shame, there's no, like, chaotic emotion with that. It's something fresh and new. Like a fucking newborn baby, there's nothing chaotic with that. Like, I mean, except the birth, but, like, actually, this, what you're experiencing right now, metaphorically, you're in labor right now. So, no one wants to stay in labor for very long. It's painful as shit. So, like, at some point, you need to give birth to that child. And this is definitely telling you to give birth to that child. Stop, like, trying to hold the baby in. Like, it needs to come out. So, what I'm trying to say is, follow these cards. Like, trust your intuition, go outside, relax. Just try not to, like, let your chaotic emotions or the chaotic energy you're experiencing right now affect you in a negative emotional way. I know that's harder to do than saying, but it's pretty much just saying you need to trust yourself and trust, like, your ideas in your mind, and it's telling you just to, yeah, you may have weird ideas. Yeah, you're kind of in a depressive state, but remember, that's just temporary. That's it's not gonna last forever, especially right now. So it's okay to move forward and not be perfect. I think that's a big thing that a lot of people have. People are afraid to move forward because they're afraid they're not going to be perfect in some way. And this is saying just experience that imperfectness. It's part of life. It's part of living. And it's telling you, trust yourself with that. And just move forward out of this, self-imposed depressive state, and believe in yourself. And believe in your mind. So, I think that's it. Yeah? Did I get everything? Okay. I think that's it. That was the end of pile 1. Yay! Okay. Pile 2. Let's move forward. Okay. Pile 2. Okay. The thing that's bothering you right now, and how the chaotic energy is affecting you right now. Ace of Earth. 4 of Earth. Could be a money problem, maybe. I don't know. 9 of Fire. Page of Water. Ace of Water. This is honestly a very, very interesting mix of cards. Right. Ace of Earth. The inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. This was reversed, right? Yeah? Okay. Okay, 4 of Earth, being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. Okay. And those definitely indicate there's some kind of money issue. 9 of Fire, don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Okay. New person enters your life. Relation begins a new phase. Falling in love. This is an interesting mix because it seems like there's an issue with money in a relationship, and maybe money is affecting a relationship in your life, and you're second guessing this relationship, is the basic idea of what I'm getting. There's just so much going on right now that I think that's going to be a main theme with this pile. There's just so much shit that's happening. So, give me a second. Okay, this is definitely telling me that there is this really, 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 really strong, intense, holding on that you're having. This indicates that you're having some money issues, and that you're something with money is not happening the way you want it to, and it's pretty much indicating it's okay. Count what you do have. Count your blessings, pretty much, is what it's saying. And this one is definitely holding on to something really, really tight, and you're not letting go. And then the 9 of Fire is pretty much just saying, again, this high anger energy that, you really just don't want to let go on things, you don't want to let go on like emotions, you don't want to let go on like certain ideas, you don't want to let go on like things that you are getting a lot more grudgy because of this energy. Like all this chaotic energy, I think, is causing more fights with people than you would like. And I don't think you particularly know why. It's just you're having a lot more fights. And I think some of the fights is about money. There's just a lot of fighting. There's just a lot of aggressive energy here. And it's not that you don't want to be friendly, it's just I don't think you're letting yourself be relaxed. So like you're tense all the time, so you're more snappy with people. And yeah, like this Page of Waters, any suit card that I've said before, they usually indicate a person. So this could definitely be someone in your life that you've been fighting with, particularly, like probably a spouse, a significant other, or hell, even a friend, or like a family member or parent. This is just someone I think you are more aggressive to than you would like, because Page of Water, like, intuitive, sensitive, artistic, friendly. Like this is a very, very kind, nice person that I think you're snapping at more, and I think it's breaking them down, and you see that and you feel bad about it, but like you don't know how to dissolve this like anger and frustration and this tenseness in yourself. Or this could definitely be vice versa. Like you are this Page of Water, and like you have someone in your life that's like berating you, being very aggressive with you, starting fights when they shouldn't start fights. Ace of Water, Ace of anything, always a new beginning of some sort. Falling in love, or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, and enhanced intuition, and new home. A new home could most definitely be an issue here, because like maybe you guys are moving, and that's this is one of the worst times to do a big decision like that, because like it's one of those bad times to do like a move, because there's just so much chaotic energy happening right now that probably things are going wrong when you thought they wouldn't. So that's making you a lot more tense and stuff like that. And you're taking it out on this person, or vice versa again. Or this could be interpreted in a way that you're very tense about, again, money, just life in general, just emotionally. You're very uptight and aggressive and emotionally kind of distraught and chaotic right now. And this could be someone, it doesn't even have to be romantic. This could be someone that's trying to like talk to you or try to be like your friend, and you're kind of pushing them away because your emotions are just so chaotic that when you probably don't want to hurt this person, so you're just kind of like keeping them at bay. But this is definitely indicating a very, 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 very positive omen of just relationships in general. The Ace of War, Ace of War. The Ace of Cups is a very strong positive omen of just relationships in general. Like, it's a positive omen that like your relations that are going, oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm awful. Your relationships are going to go well. Interesting that like the piles I've done so far. There's some kind of positive card at the end, which is good, but the second pile of cards I picked out are specifically for what you could do to help yourself in that way. So particularly for this pile, like what you can do to be less tense and to relax. The arts, transformation. This is actually really good. Okay, sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. This is definitely an indication of the basic form of spirituality is like meditation, yoga. It's pretty much indicating like do things, like it doesn't even have to go, like you don't have to, it is sacred space, but you don't have to go to church if you're not religious. This is just a indication that you should do something that's meant to be relaxing and meant to calm your mind, like meditation or yoga. But if you are religious, it is telling you to like go to church more or go to the temple more, or if you're like me, maybe focus more on the spiritual side of yourself. The transformation, you're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. This is pretty much saying, yes, there's a storm right now, but there's a calm after this storm. There is going to be this positiveness. It's not all anger and chaotic right now. That, like, it's telling you to be, like, accepting of the things you're feeling right now, because they're not going to last. It's very temporary. The arts. Express yourself through creative activities. Very good card for this pile. Very good card for this pile. It's just pretty much just be more creative. Like, literally do creative hobbies. Literally. Like, if you're literally into cosplay, focus on cosplay a little more than you are. If you like to paint more. If you like to draw more. If you like making pottery or ceramics, focus on that more. If you're into music, maybe sing a little or like play with your instrument. Hell, dance, sports. Sports can be creative. Like, literally any kind of creative hobby that you're interested in. Like, hell, learning a language. So, like, it's telling you to focus on that because there is a relaxing energy to doing hobbies. Again, yoga and meditation could also be that translation of the hobby. So, like, just plain yoga or meditation could be that hobby, but I think there should be that, like, separation between, like, this calming meditation yoga thing and, like, hobbies. And I know a lot of people don't like yoga or don't like meditation. I think one of the easiest ways to do something like that is you don't have to, like, sit in, like, uncomfortable positions or anything like that for meditation. I think the best way to do meditation, if you really don't want to do it, is literally laying on the floor or laying on your bed and just trying not to think about anything. Oh, another good way of doing that, if you have the money, you may not, but, like, if you have the money, another great way to get to this is sensory deprivation tanks. If you're not claustrophobic, that's another good choice for this, because it's like you're kind of put into this dark space where you're floating on a very high sodium content in water, so you float. And I hear that, like, a lot of people enjoy it because your mind kind of goes through these thoughts, and then, like, by, like, the 30-minute point, you just kind of stop thinking, and you finally, like, go to this spiritual place. And I think a lot of people would benefit from that, with this, like, tenseness that you have. So if you have the money, I highly recommend that you do that. If there is a place that does it that is near you. Like there's so many things you could do with this. Literally. Just find that place that you can relax and calm your mind, whether that's yoga, meditation, sensory deprivation, church, temples, witchcraft, Wicca, anything. And then just finding a thing that you like to do that is not work. It doesn't even have to cost money, really. There's so many things that you could do. I mean, it doesn't cost shit to sing. So, just saying. I think that's the basic gist of pile 2. Pile 3, the lavender, dried lavender bit. Okay. Again, this first set of cards are how exactly the the energy that's happening right now, how exactly it's affecting you. Renewal. Knight of Earth. 4 of Fire reversed. 3 of Fire reversed. 2 of Earth. God, wow, there's a lot of fire in this one. Literally, it just means renewal, like new beginnings. Knight of Earth. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. Knight of Pentacles. 4 of Fire. Contentment, peace, and abundance. A happy home life. Successful completion of a project. It being reversed, exact opposite of that, pretty much. Abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. Reverse is pretty much the opposite of that. 2 of Earth. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. 8 of Fire. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. This is similar to the pile before this one, but I think this one is less about money and more about relationships and emotion, particularly with this person. Because, like I have said before, suit cards are usually represented by people. And the Knight of Earth is loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. So, again, like this also points out, like, pretty much guardian angel. I sometimes get this. It sometimes happens. But I get a feeling that, wow, like, you recently, and like, literally in the last few weeks, you have met someone. And because of all this chaotic energy, things aren't going as well as you would like, is what I'm getting from this, with this person. I could be wrong. So, I'm gonna get back to you in a second. Okay, this is not how exactly I thought it was going to be, but I still think it's about a relationship. These 2 cards are apparently a lot more positive than I thought, even reversed. Abundance looks very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. I still think there's this negative aspect to them, though. Okay. for some reason, I keep getting wedding, engagement, wedding, only because there's this high indication that it's not you that has, like, the emotional problems. It's just how the energy is affecting the people around you and the events around you that are getting to you. Is not necessarily affecting you per se. It's just that, like, events have been happening, like chaotic events that you can't really control. They just happen. This card definitely indicates, like, there is a way too much going on right now. Really chaotic stuff going on. That's another reason why I like wedding keeps coming up, because wedding planning is especially when it gets closer to the wedding date, like, it gets really chaotic. And, like, there's this, like, judgment you feel from people because maybe you're not doing the best, and because you're not doing the best, this card indicates there's, like, this guiltiness that you're feeling because you can't handle all these things at once or as well as you need to. And I say quotes with need for a reason, because, like, fuck other people. That's just me. I'm just having a hard time trying to apply these two. I'm sorry, like, I don't know why, but I'm just, these two cards are, like, stumping me, like, on how to apply this exactly. I just think, at least the Four of Cards, the upright is contentment, peace, happy home life, successful project. I think that's an indication of maybe you're, again, like, I'm just gonna bring up a wedding because this is the thing that's just popping up. That there's, like, this what's happening right now is anything but peaceful. And I think things are just going wrong, and it's not because you're not trying your hardest. It's just the energy right now is like a shitstorm, so it's just making things go wrong when they normally wouldn't. And I think that's really getting to you, because people, I think, are looking at you and thinking that you're doing this on purpose, or, like, you're stupid, and they're judging you on, like, your ability not being able to, like, juggle everything as well as you should. So I think, like, you have a lot of stuff on your plate. People don't seem to get that you're trying your fucking hardest, and you feel really fucking guilty that you can't do things perfectly. Maybe the person or people that, like, are judging you is yourself. Like, maybe you're judging yourself that you're not doing things as well as you should be. But I think the Knight of Earth could be that person that's giving you a hard time, or this could be that person that you should probably go to for support, or like again, a guardian angel. I think this is probably the person that's, like, very, very supportive of you right now, that's not judgmental, not, like, trying not to make you feel guilty, trying to be supportive of you, trying to help you out. That's what I'm getting from this, like, from that card particularly, because I think this is the person that you go to when this shit happens. I don't know if any of that made sense. So, this second pile of cards are cards that I picked out that are specifically meant to help guide you through this chaotic shit that's happening. Okay. Quiet time. Oh, that's perfect. Guiding children. Purification, leap of faith. Okay. But quiet time, like, very perfect with this. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. This is definitely like a retreat card, like retreat into like being alone, or like retreat with this person and just don't talk about like what chaotic thing is happening right now, or like vent to them. But either way, I think this particularly is just indicating that you need to like take a step back and like take a day or like a few days or even an hour just to like quiet yourself and quiet your mind, and don't let the chaotic events that are happening around you affect you, is what I'm a strong indication of that. So quiet time is going to benefit you very, very well. Guiding children, you are good at helping, consoling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. I always have a hard time applying this card, only because I know a lot of people don't have children in their life. But if you do have children, I think this is self-explanatory. Like honestly, if there is children around you, I think this is just an indication of like spend more time with these children, because children aren't fucking judgmental. They don't give a shit about much of anything. Like if you're having a wedding, cool. Like they probably don't care, and they're more interested in like the food at the party later. They're just pure like that, and I think that would help you, because they're not gonna fucking judge you. They're not gonna like make you feel guilty about anything. They're just like, especially if they're like really young, all they really want is to like play blocks, or like to play like Barbies, or play like race cars. Like they don't care. That's all they care about. And I think that's just that particularly, I think, is going to help you. If you don't have children in your life, I think this is a good indication that maybe you will find this calmness in helping others, like specifically with nothing to do with like what's happening to you. Sorry, burps. But like if you have a friend that's like going through something right now, I think it's going to help you to help them, if that makes sense. Or another indication that this could be is like connect more with your inner child. Like again, like just try not to be an adult at the moment. Like go back into your childhood and think of things that you like to do as a child. Hell, fuck, like if you love to read books, go do that. Like if you haven't, like probably have not been reading any books while this shit's going on. So like just reconnect. Like that also is a good thing with quiet time. Reading a book is actually a good way to like relax and like go back into yourself and not think about other people. Yeah, inner child, or again just like helping yourself maybe, but that doesn't really work. Purification. It is time for a healing detoxification of your mind and body. Simplest way to put it, spa day. This is actually, like, if anything, if you live in Japan, very high indication of that, like, you should go visit a hot spring, or onsen, how you say it in Japanese, but it's pretty much just, like, the simplest, most basic form of that card is going to a spa, getting a massage, getting a facial, getting a bikini wax, hell, even that. But like a more less expensive way to do that, I think, is just taking that like bath, like taking a bath, or like taking, like if you have a tendency to have shorter showers, this is an indication, like take a longer shower so you can actually like focus on cleaning your body and just focusing on that. And with that, like your mind is kind of just gonna zone out a little, I think. These 3 cards are pretty much like self-explanatory, I think. So if you have a specific way that you have helps you like detox from reality, I think you should do that more often, at least. And then leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. This one I'm a little confused by, but it could be an indication that maybe because you are getting judged and because there's so much on your plate that you don't know what exactly to choose or where to go or what to do first, that I think this is indicating that, like, if there's something particular that you really, really want to do, or really start, that's telling you to go for that and not be afraid of the judgment or the guilt or people that are just gonna be dicks. This is just telling you to be true to yourself. Again, pertaining to a wedding. Again, if this is pertaining to a wedding, this could definitely be actually, I haven't thought about that. Like, maybe you are actually marrying someone that your families don't agree with. Like, maybe your families hate each other and hate the fact that you're getting married. And maybe that's the chaos that's happening. This is definitely telling you to take that, like, risk. Like, I know this is mean to say, but fuck your family. Fuck both your families. Like, if you guys are in love, do it. And this is like for an extreme situation. Like, this is like an indication of just like eloping. In all honesty, and being real honest, weddings, like the act of a wedding, like a big wedding, they're not really for you. They're like, especially the party part is not really for you. It's for your guests. Eloping, I think, is a lot more true to what you really want and what, like, each of you really want. Like, you want each other. You don't, like, yeah, you want, like, immediate family there, but, like, if they disagree, fuck them. Just, like, I know it's mean, but, like, if they're stopping you from being happy with each other, fuck them. Don't invite them. It's not worth the stress. Hell, they're gonna be angry. I'm gonna tell you right now, they will be mad as shit. But it's worth it. I honestly, like, feel if that's the situation, it's worth it. If you guys truly, wholeheartedly love each other, do it. Again, please, I don't want angry family members coming to yell at me. Just take things, don't take that, like, literally, but do take the advice of, like, not giving a shit of what people think of you, or what you're doing, or who you're marrying, or who you're with. Keep in mind, though, if it is, like, if friends are telling you it's a toxic relationship, don't ignore that. But I get a feeling that this isn't toxic at all. Only because the Knight of Earth is, knights in general are very, very, like, they're knights. Like, they're loyal, they're knights in shining armor, they're kind, they're chivalrous. Unlike the page and king counterparts, the pages are a lot more immature, a lot more childlike. Kings are a lot more strict, I think, but with knights in any kind of suit, I think, are a lot more romantic in any kind of pentacle, wands, any of those. I think the knights are a lot more kind and a lot more romantic and loyal and the classic knights in shining armor that you think of. It's just like with the different cards, like pentacles, cups, wands. There's just like a different arrangement of traits. Like, I mean, with Knight of Earth, the guy is going to be a lot more stable. They're going to be like your rock. They're going to be very loyal. They're going to be like, I mean, all the knights are loyal in general, and all the knights are kind. But the Earth one is particularly very, very dedicated, very, very much your rock, and very much, how am I going to put this? Like, it's like, they're very much like that calm constant, I think, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I think there's like, now that I talked about the relationship family thing, I think like a high indication of the judgment is the fact that you're with this person and that you want to marry them. Another thing that I have thought is maybe you guys actually do want to get married, but it's one of those relationships that, like, it's only been like 6 months and you guys already want to get married. I know a lot of people are not going to agree with that. I mean, hell, people are going to judge people for getting married after a year, even though a year is technically a very good time to be with someone and think about it. Hell, people are going to judge you for, like, getting married with a person after 2 years in a relationship. Like, 2 years is actually, like, a very, 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 very good space of time before getting married. And then people start judging you, like, after you date someone for, like, over 5 years. So it's like no one's gonna be happy. Like, you're not gonna make everyone happy, I think, with this. And I think that's a very strong theme with this. You're not gonna make everyone happy. And I think that's just something that you need to accept. Yeah, like, you're not gonna make everyone happy. You're not gonna make everyone happy. And you shouldn't let that stop you. You shouldn't let that stop you. Is what I'm getting a heavy indication of this. Yeah, there's so much happening right now for you guys. Right now. But again, because of this chaotic energy, I think this judgment and, like, everything that's happening is temporary in the way that if you do something and people are not going to be happy about it, you just have to remember that they're not going to be unhappy about it forever. That they're going to come around, I think, is a high indication of this, because the chaotic energy that's happening right now is not going to last forever. It's a very temporary thing. So that's how I think you should feel about this chaotic events that are happening and, like, the people around you. It's not going to last forever. Quiet time, children, baths, spas. Don't give a shit what you should do. That's pile 3. Don't know why I did that. And pile 4, the last pile with the seashell. Yay! I'm stupid. I know. It's great. Okay, pile 4, the last pile. Okay. Again, the first pile of cards are for what's wrong and what's happening and how the energy right now is affecting you. So what's going on emotionally, like, or chaotically. 10 of Fire, Wow. 10 of Earth. 8 of Air. Justice. 7 of Fire. It's interesting that there's 2 10s. 10 of Fire. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. A very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in little things in life. Complete opposites. An illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. Justice, fair and just decisions, do what you know is right, stand up for your beliefs. 7 of Fire, defend your belief. Wow, that's literally the same. Defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. Literally the exact same. Okay, I put the 10 of Earth at the end because this just seems like the end result of what's happening. The 10 of Fire is pretty much the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands, like the classic imagery for that card, is a person trying to walk with like a bundle of 10 sticks tied to their back. So it's very heavy indication that you're like overstressed, you're doing too much, you're carrying too much emotionally and productive wise. Like you're either like working too much, like trying to do too many things, or you're like emotionally burdening yourself, like maybe with your own feelings, but also maybe like other people's feelings, and you're just carrying that around. Okay, sorry guys, like I don't know why I'm so tired right now. Another classic imagery for the 8 of Air is the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords, the classic imagery for that one is this person that's tied up and blindfolded with like swords stabbed into the ground around them. So it's like, again, like this illusion of being trapped or not wanting to move forward. Again, I think that kind of is a heavy indication, but particularly this pile is this fear of moving forward. Because the fear of moving forward came out in like these 2 cards, but like the Justice card particularly has this heavy indication of you're not going forward with something because like stand up for your beliefs. And another way of saying that is you're not moving forward with like a decision or a thing you want to do, or letting go of something. Like with the, like maybe you're holding on to that bundle of emotions or projects because there's something that you don't really want to deal with. That could be like definitely a heavy indication because like you're trapped in these swords, like you're blindfolded and tied up. But I think another way of looking at that card is that you put yourself there. You're the one that tied yourself up. You're the one that blindfolded yourself. You're the one that put yourself there. It's another way of looking at that card. And it's like this pile, like particularly these 2, heavy indication of like there is definitely something that you really want to do. There is something that you've wanted to do for a very, very long time, but you're afraid of not succeeding, but also maybe confronting things, if that makes sense. Oh wow, I'm really tired. Fuck. Sorry. And it's not even like that weird headachy tired. I'm just physically tired. I've been sleeping like shit the past week. It's awful. Shit, man. Oh, fuck. Anyway. Honestly, I think you've been like this for a while, and just because of this chaotic energy now, all this stuff is like surfacing more than it usually does. And like, I think it's like, it usually, like, before this chaotic stuff happened, you were kind of like okay with it. It didn't bother you as much. But I think because of this like high energy time, it's starting to really, you're starting to really get restless, and like, you're afraid to move forward, but you're also like, right now you're getting a little restless about where you are, and you want to run free. And I think because you want to do that, because there's this restlessness, that you kind of want to just like flail around and like do things randomly. Just like, there's like a heavy indication with this card, because some depictions of decks for this card, they're like, it's usually a person firing arrows randomly in different directions. So there's like this indecision of like chaotic like decisions everywhere. It's a clear indication that you need to be more decisive about things. And I think because of like this restlessness, like you're trying to like be everywhere at once. And because of that, I think it's getting to you. I think that there's this high thing of like you having trouble focusing on one thing, but like you also are focused on one thing. Is that like, that's like a weird thing to say, but it's kind of what I'm thinking with this. Like, you have so much shit going on, but there's like this one thing you really want to do. That makes sense. But the Ten of Earth, I literally can't think of anything negative about this card. Happy family life, financial security. I think, if anything, this could be an indication of you slowing down. Like, you should probably slow down and try not to be as hectic with your emotions or like your protective abilities. Fairness, unconditional love, blossoming, and compassion. Fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Very similar to justice in that way. Unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. Blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process. Do not give up. Compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others, and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. I think this is like, that's all very similar. That's all very similar message. There's this like indication of like justice and fairness. So, like I said, I don't really know your exact situation, so either way, like there's a high indication that this is going to be handled in a very, very fair way. But these three are a very high indication of the high emotion that's in this pile. Love yourself, others, in every situation. The heavy indication of like overworking yourself, like the illusion of being trapped. I think there's like this, because of all those things, I think there's like this lack of loving yourself, and I think this card particularly like says like love yourself, like literally it says that. So, and then you are just getting started, have patience with yourself. Again, pretty much indication of like it's okay that you're this chaotic. It's okay. It's okay that you're like this. And it's like indicating like, be patient with yourself. You're literally just getting started. Love yourself, be patient with yourself. And then release judgments about yourself and others. This heavy, like, comparison of, like, the burdens you have, it's pretty much just saying, like, release that. Release the burdens and the emotions and the heaviness off your back. And just see the love in yourself, the situation. See that you're not perfect. See that you're growing. There's nothing really, like, physical that you need to do with this. It's just a lot of emotional things that you need to handle. Like, this is a, like, only emotion card. Like, this is, like, a high emotion. And it's pretty much saying, like, just be patient, love yourself, release any judgments about yourself and others in this situation. So, pretty much be patient and love yourself. Like, really, is what you can really do to help yourself. And just know that this situation is going to be handled in a very good way. That it's not going to be all, it's not going to be a shitstorm forever. I think that's all for this pile. I'm sorry if I cut this one short. My mind is somewhere else, and I kind of don't want to ruin the pile because of that. So, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go, and I hope you found this video helpful in some way. If you have any questions, comment down below. If this vibed to anyone, comment down below. Just comment down below. So, yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay, bye guys.